A pretty intense month. You know, this, like I said, this isn't going to be for everyone. So here we go. Let's get started. As far as what you're desiring, we have the Ten of Swords. What this tells me is some Libras are literally ready for just something to just end. I feel really strongly that this is like you've made up your mind. You have made up your mind. There's no going back. There's no questions. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You are completely through with a situation. I mean, this is like total devastation of a situation. So, and this isn't necessarily negative. Like, even though the Ten of Swords, it's kind of, it represents defeat, quote unquote. It doesn't necessarily mean like defeat. What it means is just like the complete and utter destruction of an idea that you once held. Maybe something that you totally believed in, or a path that you were totally going, or a person. You're done. You're 1,000% done. You know, some of you are desiring just, I feel like a lot of you have made up your mind, or you want to make up your mind. This could also be that, you know, you're battling, choosing what to do, but you want, what I'm getting more actually, Libra, is what you want is you want to be in this place where you either, or it's either going to go one way or the other. It's either going to be black or it's going to be white. You want it to be very clear and very obvious for you what direction to go. So this is intense. I feel an intensity. I feel like a longing that a lot of you are having to get the results, to get the answer, to know exactly what path you are to take. And that's what I feel like. I feel like it's your life path, it's your life purpose, and you just want the answer. You don't, almost like you don't even care. I mean, it's not that you don't care what it is, but you want clarity, because this card kind of symbolizes total destruction of a supposed idea or a way of life or a certain direction, or it could even be a relationship. You're over it. You're over whatever the dilemma, the delay, the hardship, the indecision. And maybe you're still struggling with those things, but you want it to be over. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that a lot of Libras are ready to head into a new direction, and they are just waiting for this new beginning. It's like they want it so bad. They can just taste it. And yet they need something to happen, something to show them, something. Because if you look at this card, it's like nature, God, the universe is being very obvious to this boat. You're not going where you thought you were going. Like, I'm coming in and you're being toppled over. This is not the path you're meant to go on. This is not the direction you're meant to go. I almost feel like that's what Libras are wanting, is a sign, or the universe to just be very obvious. Like, this has to be like plain as day, powerful. You know, you're open, whatever, you know, if it causes some frustration or pain or whatever, I feel like a lot of you would even be open to that because you just want resolution. But I feel that a lot of Libras are looking for the universe to really confirm or not confirm whatever path they're moving forward. I feel, Libras, a lot of you're wanting an outside energy, almost like God, to just say, hey, if I'm not on the right path, if this is not what you want for me, show me. And you mean business, like you're not joking around. So yeah, you're ready for a new beginning. And you, even if something doesn't work out, you have comfort because you know it's not meant to be. So you just want that clarity. That I'm getting that really strong. As far as what you are currently identifying with, or that you're, you know, valuing in others, we actually have the Hanged Man. And what this tells me is that, you know, you've kind of been in limbo. You've been in limbo and you're probably tired of it. The Hanged Man kind of represents one step forward, two steps back. The Hanged Man can represent doubts or hesitations. So I feel that a lot of you, you know, you've been identifying with people that, you know, you've been hesitant, basically, to make any firm decision. Any, like, you know, it's way more comfortable to be kind of in the middle, or, you know, not to choose sides. I'm getting not to choose sides. A lot of you are feeling uncertain, and that's why there's such this strong need for something like almost from the universe, like a tidal wave, just something really obvious, because I feel that a lot of you Libras, you weigh all the decisions, you weigh all the options. And so that's why it's so hard to make the choice, because you see all these options and there's pros and cons every way you go. And so to go one way or the other is like, well, what if I make the wrong decision? But what I also see here, what I also see that you're valuing is patience. And you're valuing people that are patient with you, because unless you're a Libra, you don't understand this process and how this process works. And so you know that maybe you've taken longer to make a decision than some other people have wanted you to, but you realize that nothing good, important, or enduring can be obtained without patience. So you know that even though you juggle, even though you go back and forth, you take a step forward, you take a step back, you think about it. At the end of the day, you're going to make the right choice. This is just how you operate. This is your process. You know that it takes patience to come to the right choice, that you have to really factor things in. You're not one to just impulsively jump into something without thinking things through. And I also feel like you value people or situations that even though they don't know the outcome yet, they have faith that good will overcome. Because the Hangman, even though he seems like he's not manifesting, he is. And it's kind of like you value people that can look beyond the illusion of what it looks like on the outside. But you are a strategist. You have a master plan that you're doing. People may think that you're being indecisive, but really you're weighing everything out. You're feeling everything out. And so when people can look beyond the illusion, what they call quote unquote procrastination or indecision, you're actually very decisive. You're just going to weigh literally all the options before you make your choice. So I feel that you value people that can be patient with you and patient with your process. And I think that you also value and understand when other people have the same situation as you. It's like, hey man, I get it. I get that, you need time to figure this out. This is also talking about, I feel like for some of you, you're feeling like something needs to be let go of, or possibly something needs to be let go of temporarily. Maybe not forever, but I feel like you're thinking more long-term right now. A lot of you are thinking long-term. You have big plans, you have big picture, and the question is, what needs to change? What needs to be let go of, even if it's in a temporary way, so that I can attain my goal? I feel like a lot of you guys are strategizing. You're really thinking hard. You're really using your logic and your discrimination, and you're weighing things out. And nothing is out of the question. Nothing is taboo. Nothing is, you're open to all ideas. You really are. And some of what you are realizing is that delayed gratification might be necessary to achieve what you truly desire. So this energy here is that you're realizing that, you might have to wait. You might have to wait to get some of the things you really want, but it's going to be worth it. And that's actually going to relate to the next card, because we have the Devil as far as the challenge and the obstacle for the month of June. And really the Devil, he's kind of like, what do you want? I'll give it to you right now. You can have it. But there's a price to pay for that. There's a price to pay for instant gratification. And so what you're valuing, your logic is saying, no. Patience, sacrifice, I can work for I can hold out. But the temptation is going to be, what is your pleasure and how can I fix it right away, for some of you. And this is just the energy that's showing. So yeah, the obstacle in the month of June, or a possible illusion, is the Devil. And the Devil is, the Devil can be different things, but technically the Devil really, he basically feeds he feeds your desire in the moment. It's all about in the moment. It's all about lust and satisfying your lusts and whatever it is, but it's really not long term. This is like instant gratification, but there's always a price to pay. And I feel like, you're wanting this big change. You're wanting this huge change, but it takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. Maybe you have these high and lofty goals, and you're realizing that, man, it's going to take a little bit of work. It's going to take some patience. And the temptation is going to be, okay, well, just give in for a minute, or just, just don't work at it so hard, just like satisfy yourself right now. Worry about that stuff later. So for some of you, that's going to be the temptation as far as getting to your goals. For some of you, what this choice or whatever this powerful thing, this powerful change that you want, for some of you, there's been self-destructive habits or patterns. There's been forms of self-enslavement. There's been an addiction. Some of you might have felt helpless to change these things. You've been being dragged down. And that's why I think you're just so ready for this absolute, cataclysmic change, because you're over it. You want to make the change. You're hesitant. You're stepping out, but you're leery. And this voice is not, I don't want to say this voice, but like this energy of, these things that are dragging you down, their voice is there too. And so what you have to remember, Libra, is that it's time to take control. It's time to free yourself and walk away. That you have the God-given power and choice to walk away at any time. That you don't have to be enslaved to anything. That you are in control and that you have the power. And so anything that is taking you to extremes, because this card can also talk about extremes, or things that are repetitive or obsessive or addictive or habitual, the list goes on and on and on. Clear this energy out. It's time. You're ready for this powerful transformation. And what the universe is saying, because this Two of Pentacles, your next card, as far as the action to take, this is all about indecision. And so I feel that these addictions or whatever this is keeping you in limbo. It's confusing you. It's clouding your judgment. It's making you be like, do I go? Do I not go? No, I'm more comfortable over here. Do I go? Do I not go? So what this is telling me is that you're feeling restless. You're feeling restless. And in my opinion, until you clear out the lower energies, whatever this is, and this could look different for some people, and I'm not saying it applies to every single Libra, but I've just even found in my own life, I mean, everybody has addictions or we all have dark stuff, right? So the more we give to those vibrations, it clouds our judgment. It clouds our vision. It clouds our intuition. We cannot hear what the universe is saying. So I feel that the universe wants you to clear that out. And once you do that, then a decision is going to need to be made. This card is a sign of indecision. If you can see, it's this lady. She doesn't know which way she's going. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of distractions. But what I'm telling you is that a lot of times addictions are actually, they just keep us preoccupied. They just, they busy our minds so we don't have to think about the real issue. It's really just a delay mechanism so that we don't have to address what we have to address. So yeah, this message is coming really powerful for you guys, Libras, for some of you. So what this tells me is that obstacles still have to be overcome. There are obstacles that you have to face that must be overcome first before your dreams are reality. And I just want what's best for you. God wants what's best for you. The universe has so many blessings and beautiful things just waiting for you. And it's human nature to be afraid. It's human nature to be, stuck in what we feel is comfortable. And, it's like, but there's hope. There's hope. You are a powerful person. You're a beautiful person. And this card is just talking about the actions for you to take, Libra, is just take one step at a time, face one obstacle at a time, make one choice at a time. And you're at a crossroads. A lot of you are at this crossroads where you're meant to choose between two directions. Okay, don't be overwhelmed by that, because you have a 2 here. You have 2 ways to go, and each one has a different path. And I know for some of you that probably is overwhelming. But here's what I'm feeling. Balance out your energy, balance out your scales. Don't go to any extremes. Don't go, if you feel yourself getting obsessive or worry or negative, or if you feel yourself getting too high and too excitable, when you're balanced and you're in your peaceful, harmonious zen, you're going to know what to do. When you quiet your mind, you don't let anything negative in, you're going to know what to do. Don't be afraid to be at that place. Don't be afraid to be still and to listen what path is best for you. So I feel that this month, a lot of you are going to be, working with these internal things that are happening for you. But what I want to let you know is that it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. So as far as the right, so there's work to do. As far as the right attitude to take with yourself and others, and here's the crowning jewel. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay, Libra, so what is the attitude to have? What attitude should you have as you go forth in June for your goals and dreams? This is emotional, nostalgic, happiness. Your cup runneth over. This is what makes you happy, Libra. What makes you sing? What makes you look at that rainbow in the sky and think all is well in my world? What does that for you? That is the answer. That is what you need to follow. That is what you need to seek. You need to, the people, the situations, the words, the thoughts that literally make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Like when you go into the kitchen and someone's making chocolate chip cookies, or, you just feel loved and cozy, and whatever that is for you. It's different for everybody. That's where your energy needs to be. That's where your focus needs to be. That is going to lead you and guide you. Then these stupid energies is just going to be like, I don't need that. Because you know that whatever you truly want, there's going to be sacrifice. You're going to have to let go of some things. But that that's how life is. That nothing truly valuable is worthwhile unless you work hard for it, sacrifice, and are patient. The things that are instant gratification, quick fixes, they never last. So your heart and your intuition needs to be where you feel loved, where you feel safe, where you feel secure. I mean, this is home. This is family. This is like just feeling contentment inside and happy. That's the voice you need to listen to. All right. Wow. Like I said, I mean, I've gotten kind of charged up about this because it was like, woo, this is intense reading. All right. So let me just recap before we get to the outcome. Month of June, Libra. We have 10 of Swords, which is just like, and the Swords is an air sign or air. So the mental capacity, your thoughts. I feel that you guys are just at your brink. You're done. You're ready. You're ready for this change. You're ready for this leap of faith, for this growth, for this higher energy, for this higher vibration, whatever that looks like for you. But I do feel that you're wanting like the outside universe to show you. And I really feel like the answer is more within you. Yes, it is out also ask for divine guidance, but the power is within you. But this just tells me that you guys are ready for a dramatic and powerful change. As far as what some of you are identifying with, we have the Hanged Man. And this is about doubts, uncertainties, but also knowing that, you're okay with that process because that's how you work, and you appreciate when people are patient with that. And you're definitely trying to step out in new ways, but you're also feeling kind of indecisive at the same time. As far as what to look out for the month of June, we have the Devil, which is basically quick fix, instant gratification, things that really aren't on your highest spiritual path that may satisfy for the moment, but they're not going to get you ultimately where you want to go. It's going to be different for everyone. So that's what's to look out for and break free of. As far as the actions to take, this says that you need to make a decision. It's time that, balance yourself, listen within, consider all sides of the equation, take a very grounded approach, but that a decision for many of you needs to be made, and it's going to be a powerful one. As far as the right attitude to have, we have the 10 of Cups. Tap into your emotions. Tap into what makes you feel good. Tap into how you feel most fulfilled. Let those emotions guide and be your guiding light. That's where you're supposed to be. If something makes you feel yucky, it's probably a sign it's not right for you. So listen to that inner peace, your inner harmony. It will never fail you. And guess what, Libra? If you do the work, if you do this work, I have great news for you. You have the 9 of Cups, and this is about triumph. And I love this because I know Libras are about partnerships, relationships. Look, you're not only helping yourself, Libra, but you're helping everybody else. Your victory is always going to be a benefit to other people because you care about other people. This is like that moment where the sports, you've been working all year, you're playing sports, and it's like the championships, and you guys win and you conquer against all odds. I mean, there was a lot of work to go into that victory, but that's what this card is. It is victory, and it's emotional victory, and it's a sense of pride and accomplishment, and it also benefits other people. And you're going to be happy, Libra. You're going to be happy.